last episode, we did it at the end because we forgot. But since this is a new segment that we're trying to incorporate into the episodes,
boom,
Justin's time to talk about the quote of the day.
So, quote of the day.
Here we go.
Quote is, and this is from a book by David Schwartz called The Magic of Thinking Big. Capacity is a state of mind. How much we can do depends on how much we think we can do.
Bang. Verbatim. That was
verbatim.
Perfect.
Capacity is a state of mind. How much we can do depends on how much we think we can do.
Absolutely.
So basically, and I wrote about it a little bit more in that description, is the only limits we have are the ones we place on ourselves.
Yes, sir.
Right? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. People always think, they think that they can't do as much, or they're overwhelmed. They're like, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's too much. Well, obviously you can't. You just keep telling yourself that you can't do it. But if you tell yourself, no, I can, or how can I do this, then you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, man.
It's only the limits that you put on yourself. You can accomplish so much more if you tell yourself that you can accomplish more.
100%.
Because just think about this. Everybody gets the same 24 hours in a day. Everybody. No matter who you are on the face of this earth, you get the same 24 hours a day. So how come some people can achieve so much more and such greatness than other people when they both had the same 24 hours?
Here comes a Justin rant.
You know what I'm saying?
100%. No, I agree, man.
That was actually kind of the end of my rant.
Oh, really? I thought you were just getting started.
But it strikes up a good point. It's like, how come these certain people can achieve so much with the same 24 hours?
Just a matter of priority, discipline, and just putting yourself out there. I mean, a lot of stuff, that I've done, it wouldn't have never came into place if I just didn't try. Mm-hmm. I mean, put the podcast, for example. I mean, we didn't know what the hell we were doing with a podcast. We didn't know anything about video recording, video editing. You had a little bit of background with the software, with audio and some video, but really, we didn't really know how to do anything with podcasts. And we just said, you know what? Fuck it, man. We got two brains. We put a man on the moon. We can at least try. If it doesn't work out, at least we said we did something. But come on, man. I mean, I hate just saying that you can't do it, because it's just a matter of time. It really is a matter of priority of time. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got a million things to do. But if it's really important to you, you'll find time to do it.
Yeah. If it's important, you'll figure out a way. If not, you'll find an excuse.
Like people find...
Bam! Second quote.
Yeah, boom. People find ways to go to the gym in the morning. People find ways to fit their loved ones, their friends, into their busy schedule. Like, for me, I wake up at 4:30 and I go to the gym at 5 o'clock just because during the end of the day, I got other things to do. I have friends, family, a girlfriend, everyone, other extracurricular activities that need to be done, and people that need to be seen and loved and all that good stuff. And you don't want the gym. I don't want the gym at 7 o'clock at night to come in the middle of that. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather wake up super early, get to the gym, crank it out, have a good start to my day, and just do it.
And it's along the lines of Andy Frisella had talked about his power list, where on his 75 hard thing that he was doing, where he talks about the power list. Write down 5 critical tasks that you need to do in order to get closer to the goals that you have. And after the task, you write down the same task every single day until it becomes a habit. Yep. So, for instance, let's say it's one of the tasks is posting a social media. Let's say you want to grow your social media. You got to post to social media every single day. You put that as your task. Okay, day 1, you did it. Day 2, you did it. Day 3, you did it, right? After the course of 3 weeks, after 21 days, it should become a habit, because that's about what they say, 21 days to make or break a habit. So now after 21 days, that's become a habit, and you no longer have to think about doing it. It's just part of your daily routine. So now you erase that task and you replace it with something else, right? And now you replace it with, let's say you replace it with networking on social media. Go into other people's accounts, whatever, networking. Do the same thing. So now you keep doing this, and after the course of 6 months, you've now had 5, 6, 7 tasks that have become a habit, replaced with something else, become a habit. So now, 6 months ago, you weren't doing any of these, and now 6 months later, 6 of them are habits that are just into your daily routine.
Yep.
And now you're accomplishing 6 times more than you were in the same amount of time, right? So it's a matter of planning out your day. I find that if you plan out your day, you won't waste time. And I mean, take a day. People that are listening, people that are watching, take a day, okay, and the day before, plan out, like in blocks. Okay, from 9 to 10, I'm going to do emails. From 10 to 11, I'm going to work out. From 11 to 12, I'm going to meal prep. From 12 to 1, I'm going to do social media. Like, block it out. You'd be amazed see how much you get done that day.
Yeah.
You'll get so much done, and then you'll look at the previous day and be like, why am I not doing this all the time?
It depends on what it is, but typically a lot of the tasks take maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
posting a picture to Instagram does not take an hour.
I mean, to like social media now is a habit for me. Like I used to post every single day. I've been doing it for the last over 3 years. It's definitely a habit of mine. I used to do it every single day, but now I'm getting to the point where it's like, all right, maybe I'll do it 3 or 4 times a week, but I still every day I'm like, should I post today? Should I not post today?
You're on the platform.
Yeah. Or even going back with like, writing like your goals and affirmations and stuff like that. I always like doing that, and I would get into little stints of doing it for a couple of days, and then I would forget it. But now, the last month or 2 months or so, since like May, it's a habit now. Like I don't do it every day. I at least do it 3 or 4 times a week. But every morning I'm like, all right. It's whatever.
You think about it.
7:30, I'm like, all right, do I got 15, 20 minutes to take time to do this? Yes, I do. All right. If I don't, all right, I'm going to have to make sure I do it tomorrow. Because I date everything. So you'll see my date. September 20th, September 21st, September 23rd, 25th.
Yeah.
But these are little, just little things that I incorporate. And even like editing podcasts is a habit now. Like
you just figure... You got to just fit it into your day, right? Like you said, if it's important, you'll find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse.
And it's gonna be a little awkward
because it's different
for your schedule.
Yeah,
right. Because when we first started doing the podcast, it consumed a lot of my time, and it reflected on time with friends, girlfriend, family, and I felt bad. But I was like, wow, this is something I need to do. Now I consider it a skill, where I know how to do video. I know how to do video editing. I know all the stuff that comes with it. So something like a video that used to take me maybe a week, 5 days, takes me
a day
or 2. Like it's like that. So now I'm like, I know I can if I could shoot a podcast, I know I can do it in a maximum of 2 days. I know how to do everything. Now I have time to do something else.
It's a matter of the way the way that you look at it. Just if you really want to do it, you'll figure out a way. Like I said, take your day. People always say, I don't have the time. Back when I was doing like a fitness page, people would always say, I don't have the time to meal prep. So I actually did it. I cooked food for an entire week, 4 meals a day, in less than a half an hour.
Yeah.
Now it wasn't, people was like, I wasn't cooking gourmet meals. I wanted to cook a meal that was healthy, that would keep for the week, and I needed 4 meals a day. So it's like you cook chicken and beef with rice and broccoli, and put it and done. And it was 30 minutes. I posted it. And I said, "You have the time. You're just lazy, and you don't want to."
Dude, I make lunch every day. I'm not the type of guy that buys lunch every day. Another habit of mine. I make lunch almost every night before I go to work. When I go into the office, sometimes I work from home, or if I'm traveling. But I always make lunch if I'm going outside my house, and it's
easy. It's not hard.
It takes 15 minutes. I even make
max.
Lunch. My girlfriend's very busy, so most of the time I'm making lunch for her too as well. She's a little bit easier because she doesn't eat. She doesn't eat as much as I do. But I make lunch for me and her, maybe a half hour if I'm kind of like going slow. But
the longest part of that is if you have to cook rice because it takes 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's legit. It's that's what I'm saying. You'll find a way. People just look at your daily schedule and look at the places that you're wasting time. People say, "Oh, I don't have time to start a side hustle." But then they come home from work and they sit on the couch for 4 hours and binge watch Netflix. It's like, listen, you sleep for 8 hours. Okay. If you sleep for 8 hours, let's say you work for 9, right? Let's say it's 8 hours a day and it's a half an hour commute there. So that's 17 hours. Let's say you go to the gym for an hour, it's 18 hours. Let's say you spend 2 hours with your family. That's 20 hours. Now you've gotten work, sleep, family, and gym. And you still have 4 hours left. What are you doing with those other 4 hours? What are you doing?
Agreed, man.
You know what I'm saying? There's time in the day. You just got to figure it out.
There's something wrong with my brain because my girlfriend's always like, you always need to be doing something. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting home on the couch doing nothing, I feel a little awkward. not saying that I need I'm some crazy person, that needs to do everything. It's just, but that's just how my mind works. It's like, all right, what could I be doing? Could I be learning something else? Should I be doing something else so I don't have to do it next week?
You don't like wasting time.
Yeah, and that's how I've always been in school. In school, if I had a project to do in the end of the year, if a project was due at the end of the month, I would just do it in the first month or the first 2 weeks. That way I know the second half of the month I can just chill and not have to worry about it. I was never that type of guy that said, oh shit, my project or this report is due tomorrow. I have to do it now. I'm always ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm fucking with you, man.
Just find the frickin' time.
Just fucking make time, man.